I'm Kerry Fink with Helping Seniors of Brevard, and wow, we are so close. It's incredible. On behalf of Joe Steckler, our president and founder, and Kim Bernard, our education specialist, and the entire Helping Seniors team, including you guys who've really been here every step of the way as we've been getting ready for the Helping Seniors Car Raffle. But here we are, Friday, October 9th. Didn't know if this day was going to get here, and here we are. We're one day shy of the Helping Seniors 2020 Car Raffle. Any comments?
I'm so excited, and I've just had the greatest time over the last 4 or 5 weeks promoting this and getting to see all the cars, and it's just been a
Chevy challenge.
driving the cars.
Driving the car.
And I should do the introduction, right? So this is Ashley Caswell with Hibiscus Court Assisted Living and Memory Care and Senior Living Management right here in Brevard, who has been a fearless help to all of this for many years with the Helping Seniors Car Raffle. So really appreciate all that you do to help us in helping seniors.
Oh, thank you. And this year it's actually a lot easier. I'm excited for the days where we actually get to bring everyone into the museum. But this time it was just a lot more fun and a lot more engaging, and we got to learn so much more about the cars at the museum.
That's right. And just real quick, so the drawing is tomorrow, October 10th. Somebody's going to pick up keys to that brand new car. It's going to be their choice. They can get a 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, 2020 Mazda Miata, convertible, no less, 2020 Dodge Challenger, or 2020 Kia Sportage. And somebody is going to take home tickets to that car. So it's going to be an amazing opportunity for somebody. But because of COVID restrictions, you see we're all standing here with our masks. So we're not able to actually invite folks in tomorrow, but we're going to be broadcasting Facebook Live all day tomorrow. We're starting out at the dealership, so we're going to start out at 9:30 in the morning. We're going to be at Boniface-Hiers Dodge, and Charisse Durham from Hibiscus Court Assisted Living. You were there when we were there on Labor Day weekend, and you got to check out the Dodge Challenger that comes from that place. Tell us about that car.
That is an amazing car. I got the privilege of driving it a little bit, and I can tell you it is just as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. Just an absolute dream to drive. So I've spent a lot of time with that car. I'm feeling a little attached. I'm not sure I want to let it go.
So we'll see what happens when they do the drawing on on tomorrow evening. And Jennifer, then we were also back out at the Kia store, because that Kia Sportage was surprisingly amazing, wasn't it?
It really is. Like I said before, it's not quite as sexy as the other cars, but it is a beautiful riding car, and you can do so much with it. So it's definitely a good option.
And then, Ashley, you helped us both at the Camaro store, checking out the Camaro, and also the Mazda, and that really set up like a dilemma for you, right?
Yeah, I've been Camaro all the way, but then sitting in the Mazda, it fits.
Yeah, it's all great stuff. But listen, tomorrow is the day. You got to get your ticket. So we've got an exciting surprise, so stick around, because we are standing in the lobby of where the magic happens. We are going behind the scenes at the American Muscle Car Museum. But real quick, let me go ahead and tell you, because you got to get your tickets now. There's always a line at the last moment, whether you're going to try to call in and get tickets, or if everything gets jammed up when you're trying to get them online. So make sure you get your tickets today so you're counted in the drawing. It's HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com, HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com, or you can call Kim on our senior information helpline. She'll be happy to get you squared away with tickets at 321-473-7770, 321-473-7770. You can also pop by and join us at the dealerships. Like I said, tomorrow 9:30 we'll be at the Dodge store on Merritt Island. You can also pop by and join us at the dealerships. Like I said, tomorrow 9:30 we'll be at the Dodge store on Merritt Island. Boniface-Hiers, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. There's so many, it's tough to keep up with. And then at I think at 11 we're going to be down at the Chevrolet store, Boniface-Hiers, right there on US 1. And then we're going to pop over to the Kia store, and then we're going to pop over to check out the Mazda. And all those cars are all going to wind up right here on Saturday afternoon, 2 p.m., because we're going to be broadcasting from the American Muscle Car Museum. And let me introduce you to a great friend of ours who has really gone out of the way to make us feel at home at Mark Pylock's amazing American Muscle Car Museum. It's Ed Diedick, and you have a special treat in store for us today. I'm so excited. Take it away, Ed.
Thanks again, and it's great to be a part of this. And one thing I'd like to do is introduce our team, as you have such a fantastic team that backs you up and makes everything happen. To make the magic happen and to keep 300 plus cars in running and driving condition, we have a fantastic team here that Mark has put together. Real quick, I'd like to tell you about them. We have Andrew Mackey, who does all of our event planning, our photo shooting, our videography, and just all around, just anything needs to be handled on that part of with the events, and he's worked with you guys. We have Todd McCarty, who is one of the techs here. He does an outstanding job on the newer cars. We have Jerry Fry, who does an outstanding job on the older cars. And we have myself that is operations manager, keeps it all going, keeps the cars detailed. We have a large pool of volunteers, 70 plus volunteers that come in and give their time on events. And it could be someone opening the door, someone, helping with someone, serving food, or just maintaining it. And we've touched just on a small part of the cars we've talked about. Just imagine how long it would take if we talked about all the cars. Another thing bad about this mask, when we look at everyone here, I can't see anybody smiling. If they're not smiling. But no, here again, it's a lot of work between what you guys do, and it's similar to what we do, is keeping all these cars running and driving. What I'd like to do now is show you a little bit of behind the scenes in the shop, and let's walk out there if we can. As you come into the shop here, you can see it's very well equipped, very clean, very well lit. One of the things here is we just walk out, we have a 68 GT500 Shelby convertible. This is a gorgeous triple black car. Behind us we have some of the cars that are in storage. We try to rotate the collection from time to time, and you can see some of them on the top lift and the bottom lift. And a very rare 1953 356 limo. We're going to come over here to one of our latest arrivals. And this is a 2020 Indy 500, one of the dealer application pace cars. This is number 17, and this has less than 300 original miles on it. And what do you think of the color of this one? That is a good looking color on there, isn't it?
It is. It just shines.
Get out of this. And Carrie, what I'd like to do is walk you around to one of the cars we're actually doing more of a serious upgrade to the restoration on. Here we have a 2010 Dodge Challenger. And we're actually coming by a 1959 Ford retractable. This car has been invited to Amelia Island 2021. And that's the first weekend in March that we're actually starting to prep this car and make sure everything is good to go on it. But one thing I'd like to share with you right here, this is something that Jerry is working on, and this is out of the 68 Corvette. This is no different than what you guys do to a team and make sure somebody gets taken care of. We're taking care of the engine out of this car here. This has been repainted, and you can see all the plating is done, the bolts are correct, and once we get it to where Jerry feels comfortable about it, we'll get it back in the car and keep things running. So this is a little bit of a behind the scenes thing, and a question I have for each one of you, what do you think the 3 biggest challenges are for keeping the cars running? Coolant is one of them. Batteries is one of them. Fuel. So we have coolant, batteries, and fuel. Real quick, we're going to touch on that coolant. We use a waterless Evelyn's coolant in 2010 and older. For the batteries, we have all of them on a C-Tech tender. And for the fuel, we use Sunoco 110 race fuel, and the car is 82 and older. The car is 83 and newer. We use 93 octane Sunoco race fuel. So there's a lot to it, a lot that goes into it, and we get to work with other museums and continuously learn from them as you continuously improve your products, or your process, excuse me. Here again, one thing I'd like to say, we get to see a lot of charities come in here. Since 2016, we have raised over $4 million for local charities that stays right here in Brevard County. This is a very well run, this is a very passionate charity. Here again, folks, it's not going to get any more economical. This is 25 bucks. Most of them are $75, $100, $150 to come in and see the collection here. We've seen just a touch of it. I'd highly encourage you to support these folks. Carrie, once again, thank you.
Thank you, Ed, for having us out here and for allowing us to come back several times along the course of the weeks leading up to this so that we could actually share some of the beautiful things in the museum. Now, as you know, because we're all standing here, we have our masks on, we're hand sanitizing, we're doing all the things that they ask us to do because safety is the number one concern. So because of the governor's restrictions on large gatherings, and last year it was like more than 2,000 people or something that were out here, and so with that in mind, we're not able to open to the public tomorrow. However, we are going to be broadcasting, as we talked about before. Everything's happening Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and we're all going to be out here tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to be looking at all these great cars. We're going to have some surprise guests. We're going to have lots of people who are friends of Helping Seniors come out here and share why they get behind Joe's vision of Helping Seniors of Brevard. And again, if you don't know, we operate the county senior information helpline. Jennifer from Helping Seniors of Brevard, you also sit on the board of Helping Seniors, the charity, but would you mention about what you guys do, but then also mention a little bit about the senior information helpline?
So at Seniors Helping Seniors, we do in-home care, anything non-medical. We actually do hire seniors to come out and help other seniors. And I sit on the board for Helping Seniors of Brevard County because it is such a great organization. And the Senior Helpline is a huge part of that. It really does help a lot of folks in our community. If you don't know where to go, what to do about any senior-related topic, give the hotline a call. Kim is our information specialist. She knows where to go, and if she doesn't know where to go, she's got a great group behind her of resources. We all work together really well to make sure that the people have what they need.
Yeah, I'm always amazed. I always tell Joe, I believe that Helping Seniors is like the little engine that could. It's a small but highly effective organization, and a lot of that has to do with Joe Steckler himself, just because you guys know who Joe is. Joe is the guy who built, they call him Joe's Club still to this day. There are three of them here in Brevard County. He's the one that really helped the Brevard Alzheimer's get their endowment set up, so they were able to this day serve seniors with memory help and things like that in Brevard County. And I think it was 10 years ago when I met Joe, and Joe said, you know, he said, I've done all this stuff. He said, that's such an important cause, but he said, I've run into the fact that seniors have issues that go beyond memory care. And he said, we've got to find a way, because the senior population is growing here in Brevard County, we've got to find a way that we can help seniors because they just don't know who to call, or they get frustrated because they don't know where to look up a resource. And for most of us, I always say aging is on-the-job training. You don't know till you get there, and all of a sudden you're facing something, and you need a friend in the aging business, you know? And that's what Kim does on the Senior Information Helpline at 321-473-7770. And since Joe established that number like 10 years ago now, we've helped something like 3,400 families throughout Brevard County. Kim is taking upwards of 125 calls per month, and it's everything. As you guys know, Ashley Caswell from Hibiscus Court and Charisse Durham from Hibiscus Court, you guys know the kind of calls we get. It's everything from people who need help with transportation, housing, it's medical, it's legal, it just runs the gamut. You guys have seen this over the years.
Yeah, you know, seniors and people who love seniors sometimes just need help navigating what's next, or what the new needs are, or what the new concerns are, because it's different. It is on the job training. You know, you only turn into a senior once, so you have that experience one time.
And let's work on getting right. Joe talks about an aging plan, which is getting the information you need so that you're ahead of the curve, not trying to chase to catch up.
Yes, and in this area too, we have so many seniors whose loved ones do not live with them, that they are geographically in different locations. So even their advocates are not able to just run around and figure out the answers. So to have their POAs and their loved ones and their children so far away, it is another great resource to keep that connectivity, not just with the resources in our county, but also with their personal advocates to get those resources needed and solve the problems.
So when you get your Helping Seniors Car Raffle tickets, number one, you're supporting the work of Helping Seniors, which is keeping that senior information helpline in operation and serving seniors. I think you, Jennifer, had mentioned that at one time there had been one like in the early 2000s, but then they moved it to Orlando, so that left the county without its own resource for that. And so that's one of the reasons Joe stepped in.
Oh, absolutely. So we did have a local senior helpline, and it was right about the time of the downturn. And unfortunately, it was disbanded here, and there was an 800 number up in Orlando, but it wasn't local to Brevard County. So the great thing about our senior helpline is it is hyper local. We know everything that's going on here in the county, even as far as the churches, the food banks, everything with COVID, who's operating, who's not operating, what they're doing or what they're specializing in. So it really is helping the seniors right here in Brevard County.
And that's such a good point, because as you would imagine, when COVID hit, if you guys remember, originally Joe had scheduled the grand drawing to be earlier on in the year, and then COVID hit. And so we had set the date in October thinking, well, that will be okay. We'll be able to have people and have them come in and enjoy the museum on October 10th. But here we are on October 9th. And so we are still going to have to do this event with masks and do it the right way, because we want everybody to stay safe. However, the really cool thing is Mark Pylock, who's the very generous owner of the American Muscle Car Museum, when he was sitting with Joe, he said, I really want to help the seniors here. And he said, I want them to be able to experience the Muscle Car Museum. So he said, what I'll do, as soon as the governor relaxes and says it's okay, he said, I'll put 3 dates on the calendar, and whoever has their Helping Seniors Car Raffle ticket is going to be able to come in here and be my guest. And he said, not only that, he said, I'll get them soda and pizza and stuff, so they'll have a really nice time out here. And as you've been watching these videos where Ed has been taking us on a tour, you don't want to miss this. Whether you win the car tomorrow, don't win the car tomorrow, whatever happens, and we've talked a little bit about the strategy, right? So you buy a ticket, one ticket is $25 or 5 tickets for $100. And if it was me, this is how I would play it. I would buy the 5-pack for $100, because what that does is that is a great donation for Helping Seniors. Number 2, it gives you 5 chances tomorrow to win. And then after it's all over, you and 4 of your buddies get to come out and see the museum, so you can be like the good guy in the neighborhood.
Oh, absolutely. It's just a no-brainer. Definitely go for the 5 tickets, and then you're in the raffle. It only takes 1 to win. Last year's winner bought 1 ticket, which was amazing. We were there that night when she bought it. But, increase your chances, get the 5 tickets, and bring 5 friends. You will be a hero.
And not only that, I think what Joe and I were reading in response to, we're not the tax advisor, so this is what a lawyer would say would be the disclaimer, but what we heard was that because of COVID-19 and they wanted to really support nonprofits in this year, you're actually able to take a deduction for your charitable giving in this year, even if you're in a position where normally that hasn't helped you in the past couple of years. So apparently you might actually get some tax benefit from doing your Helping Seniors Car Raffle tickets. So every way that you think about it, there's really no way to lose, right, Ashley?
There's not. And I think instead of buying 5 tickets, you should buy 10 tickets and bring 9 of your friends, or come all 3 days yourself. So, this is a place where you can actually spend hours 3 separate times and see. I can't count how many times I've been here. I still get distracted and can get lost for hours.
We've had so much fun over the course of these weeks. We got to see Charisse in that really cool car. That was pretty special.
I have really gotten such a wonderful experience here. I mean, the Indy car was fantastic. The Dale Earnhardt truck was fantastic. The Chevy, the Dodge, the whole thing has been just an amazing event leading up to. But what's really important is we are helping Seniors of Brevard, and tomorrow somebody gets to go home with a car.
All right, so let's wrap it up by saying this. We got to talk about how you get your tickets. So everybody remember the website.
Not at all.
HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com.
Yes. HelpingSeniorsCarRaffle.com. You can go there, click. Don't wait till tomorrow afternoon, because you run the risk of too much traffic on the site, not being able to get your ticket in. And you want to be careful about this, because we talked about this before. Like when you go in some of these nationwide things, your odds of winning are 1 in 8 bazillion or something crazy like that. Here we're not talking about chances in the millions or even the hundreds of thousands or even the tens of thousands. So this is really a pretty good a pretty good bet if that's the way you want to look at it. But in all cases, you're 100% going to be a winner because you're going to get to come out and check out the museum on the dates that Mark is able to open those up for Helping Seniors ticket holders. And number three, as you guys have mentioned over and over, this is so important. People just assume nonprofits get government grants and they have all this stuff to work with, and it doesn't happen that way. It really only happens because of the generosity of people who support the work of Joe and Helping Seniors. So with that kind of in mind, do you guys have any closing thoughts? Are you guys going to go home and say, tomorrow I'm going to win a car, or how's this going to work?
Well, I just realized I need to buy more tickets. I gotta beat Ashley, so.
Yeah, and you know what? I've had everyone in my family and all my friends buy them too. So if one of my friends wins, I get to drive it whenever I want.
That sounds good.
I've bought them for myself. I've bought them for friends. I've bought them for family. They've bought them back. We've even given them as employee incentives. So I think somebody in my network's gotta get somehow, some way. I mean, I think we're at about 50 tickets that I know of. So.
It sounds pretty good to me, Ed.
No, it sounds great. And I mean, I hope everyone supports the cause. It's a great cause. The other thing to learn a little bit more about what we do is visit AmericanMuscleCarMuseum.com, and you can see pictures of all the cars. However, it's not the same as coming here. Also, our Facebook is kept very active. No, this has been a treat today. I hope it's very successful. You know, here again, let me ask you a question. I'll put you on the spot a little bit. If someone buys one ticket and gives $25, what does that $25 do?
So
Just at a minimum, what does that $25 do?
So number one, you are supporting the work of Helping Seniors, and I cannot stress that enough. Joe runs a very small, very efficient organization, and he's very careful. He's got years of experience in the nonprofit world, and sometimes Joe will get a little bit annoyed when he looks through financials of certain nonprofits and he says, look, they've got too much going in overhead. It should be run like this because you've got to get the services directly to the people. So I'm telling you, when you buy that $25 ticket, you are making a direct impact on the ability to keep the Senior Information Helpline active because it doesn't, all these things don't happen for free. Even though people donate a lot of time and services, there are certain things that you just have to pay for, and so we need help with that. So that's number one. Number two, you got a shot at winning one of those 4 cars: the 2020 Mazda Miata, the 2020 Dodge Challenger, the 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, or the 2020 Kia Sportage. And then third, you get invited back for the days when Mark opens up and says, look, I'm welcoming Helping Seniors ticket holders. And what a fun days those are going to be.
That's going to be a great time. Really looking forward to it. And once again, thank you for coming out. Hope you guys have enjoyed your time here. And looking forward to seeing the car giveaway. Looking forward to seeing we're going to actually plan an open date for everyone to come back. Once again, it all starts with, all the complete team pitching in and doing everything.
That's it. It's teamwork. Together we can make this happen for Helping Seniors of Brevard. So get your tickets today on behalf of Joe Steckler and our president and founder, Kim Bernard, our education specialist, and our entire team. Thank you guys. You guys have worked so hard behind the scenes, and people don't really know. You guys volunteer and you just get involved to help us get all this work done. And we so appreciate everything that you guys do to make this possible because we just really can't do this without your help. So get your tickets and we will see you on Facebook Live and we will see you on YouTube Live tomorrow. We're going to start at 9:30. 9:30, we're going to be out at the cameraman is rolling his eyes. 9:30, yes, I saw that. With coffee. Somebody bringing the donuts maybe at the Dodge store. So it's right there, Boniface-Hiers Dodge Chrysler and Jeep and Ram, and it's right there on Merritt Island on the Causeway, I think. And so we will see you there tomorrow morning. But make sure you get your tickets tonight and then plan to spend the day with us or jump in and jump out. As you go through your day, you're going to see some great cars. We're going to have a lot of fun. We got lots of celebrity guests showing up. It's just going to be just a great time. So anything else that you guys want to add? So we'll wrap up. So in advance for getting your tickets and all that, we're going to do the AJ Hires, what he's famous for saying at the end of all his commercials. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting Helping Seniors. And on the count of 1, 2, 3, thank you.